I always advise those that are researching their family history, document the tombstones of your family members, of your loved ones. This broken and repaired tombstone is one reason you ought to at least take pictures of the tombstones that you want to remember. It's cracked in the middle, and the repair was pretty crude. That is concrete that's attached to the stone that's definitely not coming off. The concrete just obscured the verse. It didn't obscure anything important, but that broken tombstone, it could have been smashed. It could have been smashed into bits and no longer in existence, no longer legible. This is the small headstone marking the grave of a child. It is very hard to read what this says. You look at the top, and that used to be a sheep. That's a common little piece of concrete to add to the top of a tombstone marking a child's grave. And you can see there at the base of it, it has been repaired. It's been attached again because it broke off. Now the stone actually says, infant son of Mr. and Mrs. J.M. Kessler, February 23rd, 1890. It was very hard to make out what it said because one, it's black now, but it's also nearly rubbed smooth, eroded smooth. And whenever you come across that, you might consider getting a piece of paper and a piece of chalk and rubbing over the paper to make the imprint so that you can, one, go ahead and take a picture of that headstone, but two, have the piece of paper telling you what that tombstone does say. Here is another tombstone that shows the problem of weathering on these stones. This is the headstone of Ella Seckinger. She was the first wife of Henry Austin Seckinger, and she died in 1901. So the weathering that just naturally takes place just erodes, it takes away the letters. They're going to be gone. The letters are going to go away from these headstones that have the letters that are sticking off. They're coming out. They're projecting out of the stone. They're not engraved in. So be sure you make note and you document what these headstones say, because this natural occurrence, even though this headstone is very light, it's not dark like the one I just showed you. It's very light, but these letters are going to be gone. This is the grave of my great-great-great-grandfather, Ephraim Seckinger. He died in 1905, and some of the numbers and letters are actually missing off of his tombstone. So we're missing the 17 for his birthday of January 17th. The R and the N in born are coming off. The E in June is almost gone. And then the little verse there below his birth and death dates that says, servant of God, well done, rest from thy loved employ. And so you see some of the letters they're missing. It's like almost like they broke off, but they just are a victim of the weathering that just naturally occurs to these tombstones. Herbert Seckinger was the son of William and Mosetta Arnsdorf Seckinger. This is the baby of James and Jessie Kessler. Abner Pomeroy's parents were from Connecticut. I do not know their names. John Henry Seckinger was the son of Thomas and Lavinia Arnsdorf Seckinger. George Bergman Gannan was the son of Jacob and Christina Ron Gannan. This was the daughter of Henry Austin and Ella Zitrauer Seckinger. Charles Alexander Ferns was the son of William and Sarah Ferns. This is the baby of William and Mosetta Elizabeth Arnsdorf Seckinger. Mary Sherhouse was the daughter of Jonathan and Elizabeth Friarmouth Sherhouse. Mary Ann Smith was the daughter of Moses and Mary Ann Newton. Lila was the daughter of Charles and Laura Wilson Friarmouth. Thomas Sechinger was the son of Joshua and Salome Sechinger, and the brother of Ephraim Sechinger. Fanny Inez was the daughter of Martin and Pelly Dasher Ganan. Also, their infant son is buried here as well. You see the double grave of these two children. Rebecca Miller was the daughter of John Christopher and Hannah Zitrower Miller. Ardilla Smith was the daughter of John and Mary Miller Dasher. And Frances Dasher was the daughter of Joshua and Mary Ziegler Ganan. Mary Ron was the daughter of Martin and Lydia Whiteman Dasher. This, Eddie, was the son of John Sylvester and Ella Whiteman Ganan. This baby, May, was the daughter of John D. Bowen and Nettie Crosby Bowen. Here is Nettie's grave. She was a Crosby, the wife of John Daniel Bowen. I do not know her parents' names. The daughter of Wesley and Pauline Sechinger Wilder. Elbert Google Whiteman, the son of Israel and Sophie Google Whiteman. This is Mary Sophia Dasher's grave, the daughter of Joshua and Mary Ziegler Ganan. James J. Height was the son of John and Ann Miller Height. Robert Dasher was the son of Samuel and Maria Zitrower Dasher. Here is the grave of the beloved pastor of Bethel. Reverend Wingard died in 1899, and he was born in Lexington, South Carolina. Here's the grave of Laura Fryermuth. She was a Wilson. Her parents were Marion and Elvira Millette Wilson. She died having her last baby, 2 days after having her last baby, and the baby died about a week after having been born.